I mean, just recently watching it.
Yeah.
My wife refused to watch it. We've been married for 6 years.
Okay.
And she refused to watch it. And I finally got her to watch it when we were watching it with our daughter. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "Oh, this is good." I was really surprised.
It is actually pretty. It's a decent little movie there. You know, they got everything. You know, we laughed, we cried.
Right.
We fought stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Good love story in there. The whole lot of it. The whole lot of it. Chad, I wish I could talk some Star Wars with you.
Yeah, sorry, this is definitely not my interest. There,
you know, we're gonna have to. I feel like we're gonna have to have.
I'm not interested in Star Wars.
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna have ourselves a nice little weekend and get you interested. I think you'd like it, man. I really do.
I'll tell you what, man. I'll watch a full movie. If I like it, we'll go from there. You know?
I don't want any chocolate pudding in your underpants or whatever you said.
I'll make sure I make it to the bathroom.
And this is the kind of silliness you're going to get here on 94.3 WXMR. It is 8:45. I am Kevin B here with Jared. Jared, please say hello to the fan.
Hey.
Hello, fan. And Baad Chad Farner. Chad, say hello to our tens and tens of listeners.
Hey, folks. How y'all doing this morning?
Right. So, Chad, tell me about this no-hitter that you saw yesterday. How did?
I was I was pretty surprised. You know, my boss was gambling on the Dodgers, and I told him that Jake Arrieta's the hottest pitcher in the game right now. You know, he's going up against Alex Wood from the Dodgers. I'm like, I don't know why you're betting the Dodgers. You should bet the Cubs. And he didn't listen to me. You know.
Right. Well,
he sure paid for it, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. When it comes to gambling, I know that you are great at it. ...
Hey, I'll tell you what. Yeah, speaking of gambling, remember all that money I won on that Packers-Bears game? Best bet I ever made, Bardwell.
Yeah, we're talking some 2009 bets that Chad.
Yeah, when everybody was laying around the house, they put like $2,000 on the Packers.
Hey, listen, man, I was with you on that. I told you, I'm like, I think the Bears are going to win this game, and we were talking about it was just you and me, and you're like, I'm doing it, and you put down X amount of dollars.
I put $200 down on
the. Say X amount of dollars works fine. You put down X amount of dollars on what you had thought was going to work out, and you came up to me, and you're like, oh man, I don't know. And then
I was really nervous, man. I thought the bookies were going to be after me beating up my legs, you know. I had the title of my Buick on the game.
Oh, boy. So, anyway, long story short, where the story is going to here is after it was all said and done, Chad was the only one in the house that liked the Bears that day.
Oh, yeah, exactly, because it was my $200 against the $2,500 against 6 guys that had the Packers, and, boy, they weren't happy after the game, I'll tell you that much. I was laughing at them the whole way on.
Yeah, exactly. So Chad came up to me, and he was so excited about his wager he made, and he best bet I ever made, Bardwell.
Yep, pretty much.
And that was the best bet that Chad had ever made, and thank goodness I was there to be a part of it. Now, I'll tell you what, I was in the minority as well. I had thought that the Bears, Isn't
that the game where they knocked out Rodgers after the first quarter and they end up smoking him?
I don't think Rodgers was even the quarterback back then. Wasn't it?
No, he was.
I think it was even before 2009. Wasn't this? I mean, we were fresh out of high school, right? Or no? Am I wrong?
09? Fresh out of high school? I wish.
I don't think the bet was made in 09. I don't think the Bears were any good in 2009. I think they were good in 2006 when they had gone ahead with the 13-3 season. Mm-hmm. I'm just not positive that the bet. I don't remember the exact year. I just remember thinking that I think that Rex Wilson was a quarterback.
I'll have to call my cousin and ask because he had to get a loan from Cash Loan Store after his bet.
Anyway, moving along. Chad, do you have a favorite sports movie that you like of all time?
Oh, yeah, Varsity Blues. Hands down, Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues is your favorite. I don't want to ask why because I know why. It's the inappropriate parts of the movie.
No, because Billy Bob.
Can you give me a top 5 or top 3 of your favorite?
Well, I do like. This is a different point of football movie. I am a big fan of Friday Night Lights.
Okay,
with Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay, the actual movie or there's a TV series.
Yeah, I know. No, the actual movie. I am a big fan of that movie.
Were you sad when Booby Miles couldn't play football and he was crying with his dad?
Yeah, I was.
Did you cry along with Booby Miles, Chad?
No, I didn't cry along with them, but yeah, no, I was pulling for them to win, and even though those guys they went up against cheated, they ended up winning, but at least those guys played their hearts out. That's what high school football is all about.
Of course.
Chad, are you starting to tear up a little right now?
A little bit.
I think you're getting a little emotional.
He's wiping his eyes quite a bit, but
this is awesome.
Anyway.
Yeah, man, I'm sad, dude. I just wish I would have won at the end.
Now, my association with Friday Night Lights is we had a game on a Friday night here at the high school. Actually, at this exact high school that we're standing in right now.
That's not the one I fell off the bleachers at, is it?
No, that was not the one. We saw the black dog. No, that was not the same one. The black dog was when we were much younger. This is when I was actually on the high school football team.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We were in grade school at that time.
Oh, boy. Anyway, again, moving along. Jared, Chad, Jared, Chad?
Yeah, obviously. I've been sitting here doing the radio with him for
Did you know that Jared's a pastor?
Oh, no, I did not. I'm a big church fan myself. I go to R&R for cocktails every Sunday morning at 8.
If looks could kill, the look on his face right there was absolutely
Sorry we waited until like 10 minutes before the show's over, but
hey, that's all right. I'm glad I'm with the pastor. I got to keep the language clean on the radio here. So.
Exactly. So the way how I associate my life with Friday Night Lights is we had all gotten ready to go see the movie. We had no school on that Friday.
Is that when John Kimmel told you not to go to Farner's after party because the cops are going to be there?
That was a different party. I still made it to that one, by the way. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I threw a private party. Fritz didn't even know about it.
Yeah, right. Fritz is listening too, I'm sure, down in the hall here.
I bet he is. He's probably got his radio on right there. He's got nothing better to do but storm the halls.
Oh boy. Anyway, so how I had associated my Friday Night Lights experience was we didn't have school on this particular Friday, so
was that senior ditch day?
Listen, Chad, I need you to stop cutting me off, okay?
All right, sorry. You go ahead. You have the floor, Heavy Kevy.
Thanks, Chad. And we had watched Friday Night Lights because we wanted to stay in routine. We're like, let's go see a movie, and then we'll go out to eat, and then we'll do this, yada, yada. We want to stay in our normal routine. Well, we went and we saw Friday Night Lights, which was, in my opinion, was a letdown. And then after that, we went and played Johnsburg, and they absolutely killed us.
I remember those Johnsburg cheerleaders.
Yeah. Right on,
man.
Anyway, long story short, it was a bad experience for me, nonetheless.
Ooh, all around, huh?
Did you guys get your butts kicked, or?
Oh, badly. Trevor Bupp and Chris Leathers lit us up, man. I remember watching this. I thought for sure this Trevor Bupp kid was going to go Division I. He might even go pro. All he did was he just dropped back. They were in the shotgun, and he would just drop back and connect to whatever receiver he wanted. And the kid had an arm like the best arm I've ever seen in high school live. It was a terrible game, Chad. It wasn't any fun at all.
Speaking of local football players that made the pros, Michael Lidke from Woodstock is on the Dolphins' offensive line. Have you seen the Dolphins play preseason this year? He's probably going to make the team there.
Really? I did not know that.
His brother-in-law is on his brother-in-law is on my brother's construction crew. So I'm a big fan of Lidke's.
So now he plays for the Miami Dolphins. He's an offensive lineman, you said?
Yep. Yeah. He. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he went to Marion or. Yeah, he went. I'm pretty sure he went to Marion. He's about 23 or 24.
Okay.
And he got drafted in the 7th round by the Dolphins, and he's just trying to make the team.
7th round? No, exactly. Anybody drafted in the 7th round is looking to make the team. So it's looking like he's pretty good to make the team then?
Yeah, he's pretty stocky.
Cool.
Yeah, he's good.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a big dude,
Yeah.
He'd be like a bouncer at a strip club if he wanted to, But
Yeah, he could be, but I think he's probably going to go with the professional football player path.
Yeah, I think the minimum salary in the NFL is $350,000 a year. They ain't much these days.
I actually think it's $450,000, but yeah, either way.
What's another $100,000? Who gives a flop?
Oh, thank God. So, anyway, you're exactly right, Chad. Who gives a flop about that? And another $100,000, I guess. When you're Baad Chad Farner, what's $100,000? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I seen 20 go quick.
$20 or $20,000?
Let's go on a different subject there. My dad's listening.
Right. And, how about a big shout out there to Jim Farner? Hello, hope you're.
He's out hauling dirt in a big old green Peterbilt there, probably just ripping it up on 14.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, he already told me he's listening. He's like, I'm making sure you don't swear
right,
on the
don't
radio.
please don't swear is what he's probably thinking. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But so far, so good, Chad. I think you're doing a very good job.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Thanks for having me, man. I'm great. I might have to do this every morning with you.
No. Yeah. Or we can figure something else out.
Yeah. Or you could just not come back again.
No, you'll be welcome back. I do appreciate you coming on today, Chad.
Yeah. Hey, what would your show be without me this morning? Jesus, it'd be like a crock of poop.
It wouldn't be such a nerve-wracking experience, to say the least.
Yeah.
So from what I understand is that Marengo High School won their football game yesterday.
Oh, really? I remember they had that bad losing streak for a good 4 or 5 years.
After you and I...
after your class.
After my class,
they lost like 5 years in a row or something.
Wow.
40-something games?
I don't know if it was that much, but it was a long time. And then they had bust in this team from like Southern Illinois. They had to drive 3.5 hours to get there, 3.5 hours home. They actually literally found a team bad enough that they thought Marengo could beat. Honestly, it's no joke.
Yeah, no, I heard about this.
No
I think
joke.
they called them up and asked if we could play them so we could beat them.
So it looks like Marengo beat Byron last night, 33-0.
Byron? Wow. Are you serious?
Now, from what I understand,
I partied with a few people at Country Thunder from Byron.
33-0.
Yeah. Now, from what I understand, the Marengo Indians have one of the best teams in the conference, it looks like, this year. The most talent.
Hey, Kevin, are we going to have to make a return to the football games here? I just got to make sure I can't fall off the bleachers on the cheerleaders,
Right, no black dog. So I actually just got a text message from Peyton. It was a 29-game streak without a win.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they actually won yesterday.
Who was the coach of the team? Dick Duran?
No, it wasn't Chad, actually. Anyway.
That was when the Bears were horrible. Dick Duran was.
So I was speaking with a defensive coordinator from the conference that Marengo High School is in, and he was telling me that he thinks that Marengo has the most talent on paper in the conference.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm serious.
Sweet.
And
I got to go take a breather.
Yeah. We're just about done here. So the football team's actually going to be on the radio here on Friday, so you can go ahead and tune into that. Cool. Should be a good time.
I'd love to meet them.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be here for that, but maybe. Maybe, buddy. Anyway, yeah, so... All of this fun and shenanigans is brought to you by Cambridge Dental. Dr. Jim Sweet has been in practice in Marengo and the Rockford area since 1967. You can contact them at 815-568-8688. Or you can go ahead to specialdentures.net. Now, I'm sure with Peyton sitting here listening to this shenanigans, he's probably wondering, why didn't I get invited to come on the radio? I have actual statistics and real numbers.
Well, doesn't he have a store in Woodstock on there? He's the boss.
Not today, apparently. He's listening. Or maybe he is at the store listening. I'm not really positive.
Probably sitting in his office with his feet on the desk being like, oh, I'm just listening to these two clowns.
You think he's just pointing fingers listening to these clowns?
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, this was fun. It actually, how fast did the time go? You know?
Oh, really